Good afternoon and welcome to February 2nd. It is day 33 of our 100 videos challenge. Well, okay, we're into the new month. And one of my plans today is I had a wonderfully fun list of stuff that I was going off of today to kind of get organized. I've gotten about 75% of that done, and I'm pretty happy with that for a Sunday. And of course, it's a Sunday without football. So I'm going to have to get used to that after next week's Super Bowl. I'm pulling for the Eagles on this one, but hey, I'm sure most of the country's along with me. All right, so since we are starting a new month in the second month of the first quarter, time for me to review some of the things that have been working, some of the things that have not been working, and some of the things that I really need to get a start on. So, first and foremost, excuse me. So, first and foremost, I have lost about 16, 17 pounds in the 33 days that I've been doing this. So, congratulations to me. By the end of February, I hope to lose another, well, 15 more would be the greatest thing. But let's face it, after the first 15, for someone who's not that overweight but is, the rest of this starts to get tougher. So if I lose 10 in the next month or so, I really will be happy with it. 10 to 15, there's the goal. That will put me down in the that'll put me down in the mid to low 230s range, which is fantastic. I just need to keep going and see how far I can take it. The overall goal is I'd like to get down to 2, although if you look at Google, Google says, well, for your height and your age and all this kind of stuff, you should be like 190 pounds. And I'm like, that doesn't include for any type of muscle development or muscle I have, since muscle weighs more than fat. So I think if I go for a good 2, I can even live with 210, but gotta put the goalpost somewhere. So we're gonna work for that. We're gonna keep working on that, and I think this eating clean and watching my intake and definitely not snacking as much as I used to do. Trust me, I miss chocolate, but I think that's had a lot to do with the success of it, because I believe we as a species, humans, Americans, whatever you want to call it, we snack a lot more than we like to admit. And then, of course, when we start recording that, we're like, oh dear, am I really taking in that much? And that's the other thing is, since we're a kind of a fast food nation, we all like to, pop through Mickey D's or BK or what have you. And honestly, you really need to look at the calorie markers on some of those. I think last time I saw a double quarter pounder with cheese, fries, and a large drink, I think they were rounded around 2,500 calories. So you're getting your entire daily calorie in a meal. That's not the way that should work. So we really, be mindful. And honestly, I don't eat all that much, although there are days that I do stop at Taco Bell or Taco John's, but I try to get the healthiest thing there, and I try not to overeat it. And most time I can make it work, but gotta skip having, that whole 6 pack in a pound that I used to be able to pound away by myself. Well, that's a bad idea. So try to find someone to split it with the very least, and that's not so bad. I could actually go for that right about now. That sounds really good. But among the other things of the quarterly quest is um, I have not started reading either my book for pleasure or my book for learning. Um, that is something I do need to get going on. I know I've chosen my both of my books for that, but I just got a new book in the mail, or by Amazon, that I would like to start reading, because it's a Star Wars novel, and I haven't read one of those for a long time. So it might be a nice way of easing my way in. The other thing I need to start doing is I need to start daily stretches and/or a little bit of light free weight work. I've been watching several videos the last couple weeks now, going and trying to get up a routine that's going to work for someone who is around my age and right now around my fitness level. Um, so that's something I'm going to be starting into as well. The other thing I need to take a good look at is organizational stuff, and just things that can get put away, get put down in storage, get kind of get out of the way from being up here, in the apartment as large because, well, it'll be nice to have a little bit more space to work with, and I kind of need to get back to a more functional space instead of just paths from the kitchen to the living room to my bedroom. No, trust me, it's not that bad, but you guys all know what I mean. We kind of tend to gather a lot of stuff in our lives, and then we're like, oh, well, that's a lot of stuff. What do I do with it? Well, it had a use when I picked it up, and I used it like 3 times. So that's more of an organizational thing, but it's something I've been thinking about for a while as well. So yeah, might be something I look into in the next few months, or maybe I can look into that next quarter, depending on how things are going. The neat thing, I'm losing weight, which means I can use more of my closet because I have a very wide closet. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you've probably started to notice the same few shirts have been popping up, and that's because those are the ones that fit. And I vary them from day to day because sometimes I'm in the office and sometimes I'm at home. And if I'm working from home, no one sees me because I don't do video calls. So I would just tend to wear the same shirt, and I work from home twice a week. So a little less laundry, and all I'm doing is sitting here, typing away for computers. So it doesn't really bother me too much to wear the same shirt more than once. Heck, I'm a guy. We wear the same jeans for 2 weeks without washing. Depending on what we do. When I was on the farm, that was a little more often, but when it was just everyday clothes, during the summertime. Yeah, okay, maybe once a week. I was a kid, who cared? Um, so that should round out my day for the day, or for my video for the day. I will give you guys some more updates as to what I'm starting. I might even try to include a video of myself actually doing some of the exercises. Be prepared to laugh. Just as so you guys can see kind of what I've been learning and kind of what I've been trying to do, and what I'm and giving you the sense of what muscle groups I'm trying to work out in both stretching and in shaping. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go for the rest of your Sunday. I want you to make sure you drink some more water today. I know I'm behind on my hydration. Get some activity out there while it's nice. Get some fresh air. Eat clean, or at least eat well. And do your best to be kind to everyone, everything, every animal, and to yourself. Cheers.